today's video, you're going to watch me transform this old Honda Civic, do a ton of simple tasks to it that you can do at home to add a bunch of value, increasing the overall value of the car and then making some good profit within less than a week of having the car. Make sure you watch to the end to find out how much money we made on this old 2010 Honda Civic and how you can do it too. So I found this Honda Civic on the live auction and I decided to bid on it. Usually I don't buy a car that is a coupe, but it was at a really good price. It wasn't manual and I decided to go for it. If you're looking to buy daily driver cars just like the Civic, I never choose to buy manual just because they take forever to sell. So anyways, it was an automatic, it was a Honda Civic, but it was a coupe, so I wasn't sure how long it would take to sell. I decided to buy it anyways because you can't go wrong with a Honda Civic. I ended up winning the Civic on live auction for a pretty good price and we went to go scoop it the next day. Today we just bought a new car and we're picking it up. We got this thing on auction. Let's go through it and let's transform this car for profit. All right boys, and we're on the way to pick up the car right now. I'm excited for this one. It is a coupe. Usually I don't buy coupes. I like to stick with four-door cars. They sell quicker, but the summer is coming. It's March now. I want to get 2 to 3 cars this month to flip. We'll see how long this one takes to sell. It is low kilometers. It looks pretty clean. It does have a little bit of rust, which we might end up fixing up to make it look a lot better. But let's go check out the car, pick it up, and we'll see. We just made it. We're at a Kia dealership right now, and this is where we got the Civic off of auction. We got this car off auction. We got a good price. I'll tell you guys in a little bit. Let's go grab this thing and check it out. There is a little bit of rust on the bottom there, but I think we'll be able to fix that nicely. Here we go. This is the new flip, bro. It's a Honda Civic. This thing's pretty clean. We'll do the headlights, make them look good. This body's in great shape, man. I'm not gonna lie. Back looks nice. Dude, this is a nice car, bro. This, please don't be a hole. All right, bet it's not a hole. That's surface. We can sand that down, paint it up nice. Here we are. This is pretty nice. Nice startup, thankfully. Not bad, dude, not bad. Overall, when I checked out the car, it seemed to be in fantastic condition, except there was one little rust spot on the rear rocker by the wheel well. It didn't seem like too big of a problem as it just appeared to be surface rust, but later on, it wasn't just surface rust. I drove back to my mom's house and I had her guess how much she thinks I bought it for. I came to surprise my mom. You wanna come see the car, the new flip? It's a very expensive car.
Oh, it looks similar to mine. Really nice.
Look at.
Whoa, very nice.
Guess how much I paid for my new flip?
5,000.
5,000 for this?
2,000.
Okay, guess again.
7,000.
7,000?
1,500. I don't know.
After that, I drove back to our office 3 hours away. Car drove perfect. No lights on the dash, no irregular suspension noises, and everything seemed to check out great. So I've driven this thing 2 hours back home. It has been driving great. No complaints at all. The heat shield was rattling a little bit when I did stop, and it went away. Other than that, super clean car. I don't hear any abnormal suspension noises. The alignment is good. Everything seems to be good on this car, except that little surface rust on the right side. We'll see how long this one takes to sell. It is a coupe, and spring's coming, so I'm interested to see how long it'll take. We just got the Civic back. Let's go through this whole thing and see what it's gonna need. Now overall, this car is in very good condition and that's why I bought it. Usually I don't buy cars that are 2 doors because they take a little bit longer to sell, but spring's coming. The snow should be gone soon and I think this one will sell nicely. I also never buy manual cars and thankfully for me, it is an automatic. All around the body, the car is in great condition. No rust down here. Go to the other side though. This side as well, great condition. No accidents on this car either. There is a little bit of surface rust down here. Thankfully it's not a hole, so we'll be able to sand it down, fix it up. Let me show you guys the interior here. Interior, it's not bad. Cloth seats. There's the back. It's not even too dirty either, so this shouldn't be too bad of a cleanup. Now these tires are pretty old, and as you can see here, they are starting to crack. The tread is fine, but the tires are actually cracking right here, so we may need to replace all 4 tires. Other than that though, there are no weird, strange sounds except the heat shield. I'll show you guys. The heat shield is definitely rattling, so we'll probably just take it off or just re-bolt it back on and replace the tires. Other than that, this car drives great, and I believe it also got an oil change recently. Let me show you. If you look up here, the next kilometers it needs an oil change is about 190, currently at 186,000. So that means it was probably just done. Even though this car was already in pretty good condition, we did have a couple things to do to add a ton of value to it. When you get a car, the most important thing you can do is to add value to it in different ways, and that's how you'll be able to make some extra profit on these cars. I never do anything too crazy. I just clean up the car, take better pictures, and resell. For this Honda Civic, we did end up getting a little bit out of our comfort zone. In order to restore this thing, we had to fix up the headlights. They were a little bit foggy. We had to clean the interior and exterior exterior of the vehicle. We had a very loud rattling noise coming from underneath we had to sort out. And that ugly rust spot on the bottom right corner we had to get rid of. So there wasn't too much we had to do, but just enough to add a bunch of value. Now let's get this thing back up to good condition. Let's do the headlights first, clean the interior, and then we'll worry about the little rust spot at the bottom corner. All right, boys, and now it is time to transform the headlights first of all, because it does get the front bumper dirty. So we're gonna wash the car after. We got these two little pieces of whatever this is that's going to change the look of the front end of this car. In terms of supplies, I'm using a 1000 and an 800 grit sanding paper. I'm using some type of polish, a drill to apply the polish, and a drill attachment to also apply the polish. Now these aren't that necessary. It definitely helps. If you just get these, it can still help the headlights a lot. Just got done using our first grit. Now we're gonna do 1200 and just keep going at it. Make sure to always lubricate, aka water, in between each time so that you don't scratch the headlight. And this is what it's looking like before polishing compared to the other one. Now we're gonna polish it up, make it look even better. Now to polish, this step isn't too necessary. Obviously it's already looking pretty damn good. We're gonna finish it off with this chemical. After fully finishing the headlight, this is what it's looking like compared to the other one. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one and I'll show you guys what it's looking like after. Just like that, the headlights are done and they're looking so much better, man. I love doing this. Yeah, it's just so much value and it just makes the car look amazing. Super easy, took me about 15 minutes to do both of them and it makes a substantial difference, especially if they're dirtier than that. But these ones weren't too bad, as you guys saw before, but still makes a huge difference. And I'd say they looked pretty good. Here's what they looked like before and here's what they looked like after. A lot more clear and just overall better looking to the buyer. Now, other than just the headlights, we had to tackle the exterior. Quick side note, if you are looking to start your car flipping journey this year, I do have a free community where the boys are already crushing it this year. It's the link in my description if you guys want to join. It's called the Flip It Community and start your journey making thousands a month car flipping. We got to do the interior, the exterior, we got to fix that rust spot. First, let's start with an exterior wash, but look what we got. All right. We got a huge box here, and we actually got a pressure washer sent in from Giraffe Tools. Thank you, Giraffe Tools. To unbox this thing, and let's see what we got going on in here. Oh, it's not that bad. Come on, bro. Ah. Ow. Ooh, the nozzle. Dude, this is sick. We just got it installed. Look at this thing on the wall. Easily slips onto your wall. You just bolt in a metal plate, and then you got this thing going. Let's power wash the Civic. It also comes with a soap attachment. And look, we already did some of the car, but look at it. It's like the satisfying soap. If you guys want 10% off, you can use code CLUE at Giraffe Tools. 10% off this pressure washer. I'd definitely recommend it. It's pretty fire. And it comes right back. Like, you don't even have to wind it up and struggle with that. It just literally, boom, right back to its place. Dude, we can wash any car in the lot at the moment. We fully washed down the Civic, making it look spotless, cleaning it up, touching up the trim with some tire shining the wheels, and making them look fantastic again. It's such a simple and cheap thing you can do from home, and it makes the car look a lot better. This interior on the Civic was not bad at all. This was honestly a great car. It wasn't too dirty. I simply vacuumed it up all around, took my microfiber, my all-purpose cleaner, and wiped down everything. After only 15 to 20 minutes, the car was looking spotless. There were no stains anywhere, and it looked pretty good, almost brand new. As good as it gets for a 2010 car. After completing the simple tasks, we had to tackle the rust spot and the rattle coming from underneath. The rattle, I believe it was just a heat shield making some noise. That heat shield is rattling pretty bad, so we're gonna deal with that. There it is right there rattling, that thing right there. We gotta take that off. We don't want a buyer to hear that because it's not a big problem, but it sounds like... It sounds bad, man. All right, we're going to jack up the car. And boom, just like that, we got the car jacked up. I don't really want to go under there because we don't have jack stands and that's not really safe. So I'm gonna take this piece of wood we got and just bang the heat shield right off. All right guys, after hacking at this thing on the ground for 5 minutes with this broken hockey stick, we finally got it. Look at this. There it is under there, falling off the heat shield. Here's the thing that was making that racket. Beautiful. No more rattling. Ah! We ended up taking it off with a broken hockey stick and just threw it in the garbage. The rattle was gone and that was fixed. Now it was time to tackle something I've never done before. Now when I first got this car, I just thought it was surface rust, which isn't a big deal. Turns out after tapping on it, it turned into a hole. We then had to Bondo and fix this car up the proper-ish way. We actually have a handy sander. We're gonna be using this sander on the rust spot and then painting it up. Now it's time to deal with this little rust spot right here. It's not a hole, thankfully. Oh, maybe. All right, so we do got a little hole here. After tapping a little bit, that is unfortunate, but we're gonna Bondo this up and hopefully that fixes our issue. I've never really done this to a crazy extent like this. There's a hole. We're gonna see what we can do here. We got some Bondo, we got a sander. Let's do our best here, let's get it. And for this job, we're gonna be using a sander. I'm gonna do my best. If it doesn't turn out the greatest, I'll have someone else do it, but we're gonna first sand out the outer area, apply some Bondo, sand down the Bondo, and then after that, we'll apply some primer and paint, clear coat. Let's get it. We got it sanded down, let's apply some Bondo. Now this is not gonna be the greatest job. This is my first time doing something like this. If it turns out terrible, worst comes to worst, we can send it to a body shop guy. It'll be like $200-300 bucks. Let's get our Bondo and see what we can do. And we're going to be putting some onto here. This is such a ghetto job, but hey, we'll see. So now we take the hardener and put 4 drops apparently, mix it around on here. This is a mess, bro. I don't know what I'm doing, but hey. It's all over my hands though. I don't know if that's a good thing. All right, well, we got the surface all around it smooth. We just need to fill up that hole now. So I think we're gonna get some foam, re-Bondo on there as well, sand it down, and then from there we should be good. So we're gonna go get some spray foam, some paint, and we should be able to get this looking better. But right now it looks a little bit chopped. You guys are maybe gonna flame me in the comments, but I don't think it looks too bad for my first time. I don't know. Usually I just buy a car, clean it up, and then resell it and make 2-3K on it. But I'm trying something new today. So our neighbors just came over and told me to put some styrofoam in it and cardboard and then Bondo it up. So this is kind of messed. I don't know, is this messed up? I think it'll be fine, bro. This reminds me of where people put like ramen in like things, Bondo it up and then fix it with ramen. After doing the cardboard method, we got half of it done. We're gonna do the other half and then put more Bondo and then fully sand it down. Sand, sand, sand. It'll be good, we'll see. This is pretty like, I don't know, man. It's an interesting job, but it should turn out, we'll see how it turns out, honestly, I'm excited. All right, we made it to the hardware store, but we're not gonna actually get foam filler anymore. We found the cardboard method is working, I guess. So we're gonna get some paint actually. 1 can of paint, it'll probably be like 20 bucks. Let's go get the paint. We just got back from the store, we got our paint. I just finished up covering that, so now we gotta sand that down. Maybe put some more Bondo on, but mostly sand it down, and it's looking pretty all right. Once that's sanded down, it'll probably look a lot better. We'll primer it and then paint it with our new paint. So we gotta wait for that to dry. This is gonna take a long time, bro. All right, guys, we've been sanding this thing for a while. I have a forearm pump from this. It's looking a lot better. Come take a look at what we got. We're using an 80 grit sander right now, and then we'll just increase so it smoothens it out perfectly. And then after that, primer, paint it, and this might look perfect again. We'll see. Here's what it's looking like after. Pretty smooth right there. Damn, that's nice. We got the primer on there. Neighbor actually helped us with it, so then we're gonna sand it down and then paint with our paint we got from the store the other day. That's gonna be fantastic. It is time to paint up the Civic, finishing this thing off. We got the heat shield fixed, we got the whole car cleaned up. We have some people coming to check it out very soon. This spot is definitely looking a lot better than it did before. We're gonna now paint that and hopefully it turns out nicely. Now we're about to finish it off with clear coat. Let's get the final results. So well, we got the rust spot fixed. It doesn't look that good, but it doesn't look terrible. From up here, let me show you guys. Now when you look at it right here, it looks completely fine. Look, it literally blends in with the car. Like, it looks so much better than it did before. But then when you go underneath, it kind of looks a little bit chopped. But it's an old car. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I think we did a pretty good job for our first time. Like, that is not noticeable, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. That literally blends in perfectly from all angles, except underneath. Look at that, dude. We got the interior clean, we got the exterior clean, we did the headlights, we got the heat shield off and stopped rattling, and we fixed that rust spot. Now it is time to sell this car and wait for buyers. We ended up filling it with cardboard and styrofoam. I don't know if that's the best thing to use, and I would probably not recommend that, but it ended up working and it turned out not too bad at the end of it. That was my first time ever repairing a rust hole like that, so let me know how I did in the comments, be honest. And then it was time to get the listing photos. We took the car to a nice blank background where there wasn't too much going on, took some nice pictures pictures of the car. All right guys, now we have the Civic at a beautiful listing spot. I'm not sure what I'm gonna price it for, but we'll look through the market and see exactly what we need to price it for so we can get some good profit. About 15 to 20 different pictures, all including different angles of the car, the interior, exterior, and all around. After getting the pictures, it was then time to list the car. It is that time of night where we're gonna list the Honda Civic, but first, let me find some comparables so we can know what price to list this car at. So we're gonna search 2010 Honda Civic Coupe. Here's one at 197Ks for 3,800. These photos are very bad and the paint looks rough, so we can definitely get more than that. Here's one at 5.5K, but it is a manual. Okay, 220Ks. That lists at 5.5. So I feel like I say we list it at 6K and be ready to negotiate down. Now this one may take a little bit longer to sell, but it is a perfect condition car. We're gonna track how long it takes to sell, and you guys can learn if you wanna flip coupes or not based on this video. We got our beautiful photos here, and now it's time to put them in Facebook. We're gonna make sure to list it in a ton of Facebook groups local to me as well. And just like that, our Civic is listed. Now we wait. I decided to list it at $6,000. Not even 2 days after listing it, I had over 100 messages. I've never seen this before. After 2 days of having this car listed, we have 2,329 clicks on the listing, and we have a ton of messages, bro. I'm telling you guys, a ton. Literally, I could keep going all day. So many messages on this car, which is actually crazy. It's always overwhelming to deal with this many messages. This car should be sold very soon, hopefully. I think it'll sell pretty quick. I probably could have gotten a little bit more for it potentially, but the goal is to just sell them as quick as possible. In this game, time really is money. You don't want to be holding onto a car for an extra $200 to $500 if it takes an extra week and a half to sell. You want to get them gone quick as possible and just keep on flipping. 2 days after listing this car, 2 people ended up coming at the exact same time for some reason. The second guy who showed up bought the car right on site, and it was sold within less than a day of listing it. We hadn't even had this car for a week at this point, and we already sold it. Now it's time to calculate how much we bought the car for, our expenses, how much we sold it for, and how much profit we actually made on this car. So we bought this Honda Civic at $3,300. After fees from the auction, we were in it for about $3,500. We paid $50 on gas to pick it up from the auction and all the way back to our office. We paid $25 for a can of paint. We paid $300 to get this car safety certified. It only needed tires. And other miscellaneous expenses came to be about $50. Other detailing tools we may have used, we added that up to about $50. That brings us to a total of $3,925 of expenses in this Honda Civic. And we ended up selling it for $6,000, making $2,075 in less than a week on this Honda Civic, which is fantastic. It honestly shocked me how fast the car sold, and I might have to get some more this upcoming spring. And once again, if you guys want to start your car flipping journey this year and make $2,000 in less than a week on these cars as well, we do have a free community, link in description, where the boys are already crushing it, and you can too, man. What's holding you back? If you guys enjoyed the video and even learned something perhaps, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video on our next full process car flip. Have a great day, boys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.